was decided by the bishop who was here before that Churchstoke was a place that had potential. It's quite a big village, 1,200, beautiful countryside, very rural in many ways, quite a long way from a big town. Shrewsbury is about 25 miles, Newtown, Welshpool, about 10 or 11. There had already been a church army minister here, half-time, and he started a few things. I've been here 8 years, and I really identified straight away that the congregation here were ready to do something else. They said to me they wanted to do new things, wanted to have children. So I said, okay, well, that's what we're going to go for then. So there's potential in population, and there was, I thought, potential in the congregation. Even though they were small, there were only about sort of 17 or 18 regular worshippers when I first came, and they were elderly. They actually wanted to grow. But I suppose the first thing that we did was to organise a prayer meeting. So I'd say that was the priority, my priority anyway. So we've had a prayer meeting every week for the last 8 years. One Sunday a month, we decided we would do something different. We decided we would do something in order to be ready for new people when they would come.
Well, we came to the church originally to a crib service because I was just trying to find somewhere that was nice to bring the children, and we came and met Carol straight away, who was very friendly. I have to say, although she encouraged us to come on a monthly basis, it was the next Christmas before we came again.
Calm down. Perhaps it would be good to speak to you individually and find out a little more about how you plan to get to this amazing place you've been talking about.
Today was Sunday Central, so we did a bit of performance at the front and then Bible readings, and then we have a little break and do some different church-related activities, and then we'll go back into probably another few hymns, and then Carol will probably talk a bit, and then we'll have tea and coffee at the back.
On this particular Sunday in the month, we have these prayer stations so people can choose what they want to study or look at.
From the youngest members of the community right up to the oldest, they all come and do this, and as you can see, they all love the different craft activities. This kind of activity just, I think, helps children to realise that church isn't something to be scared of, that you can actually come and have some fun here as well.
Well, I really like these services because sometimes I think it's good to have a balance in having the more formal services where you've got the more traditional, then you have these ones where it feels more open and relaxed.
The traditional congregation still have a very straightforward service at the beginning of the month. They obviously like to see the young people, they've been very welcoming. I think it's been good for everybody.
I think the church always had a friendly atmosphere. I remember that was why we came back, is that people were always very welcoming.
I think possibly this is where some things like Betty Church can come unstuck, in that parents stay with children until they've grown out of Betty Church, but they haven't made the transition into church. And so I think at the Sunday Central here was key, but also enabling adults to grow and learn and deepen their faith. And so we have done Alpha courses, we've done them every year, and I would say that's been a very significant factor in the growth of our church, because the adults have come and grown to the parents of the children who started some time ago in Kids Club and have come through to now Ignite, which is our youth group. They are the ones who have done Alpha. They told each other about it, invited their friends. We've done it on Zoom during COVID. And they are now some of my leaders.
She's very good at getting you involved and picking out what she thinks you're good at. So slowly she got me helping out with different craft activities. So that's how it started. My husband's involved as well. He's church warden.
I think we've got about 40 regular worshippers, including 9 teenagers. That I would say I could expect to see any of them every Sunday. And then we've now got, over the last year, the Kids Club has developed since we've got these facilities here. So we've now got another 5 parents with and 8 children who are new come regularly once a month, so they come regularly to Kids Club, or some of them come to Sunday Centre as well. So there's sort of a crossover.
I think there's a mixture of things. So there's something to appeal to everybody. We've got a youth group called Ignite, which encourages youngsters, early teens to come along.
Normally we'll start off with some games or something. And then we'll come into here and do some hymns, and then we'll go back in there. We'll have like snacks or something, and then we'll read through a certain passage of the Bible and then talk about it and discuss it.
Every PCC meeting we talked about mission, how we're going to do growth. If you're intentional about attracting new people, because obviously we know that is that's what we're here for. We're here to make disciples, and changing gradually your church culture to put as a priority the fact that we want to attract new people. So we're constantly re-evaluating what we're doing, trying to improve it, change our welcome, change our refreshments. Whatever you do, it has to fit into a strategy. So it's no good just putting on a mission event and having no follow-up. You've got to look to see where you're going to lead people. So if you have some form of event, some festival to which you're hoping new people are going to come, have a plan of where you're going to invite them to next. For example, I would definitely follow it up with an Alpha course. So it might be quite a good idea to work this into your year, so that you know when you've got your sort of missional event, and then when you're going to start the Alpha course, and it should be soon after that. It's all personal touches, I suppose, really.